Nice shape on Gary, isn't it? Lovely, square. Nicely finished on the front as well. I think it's going to suit me still in that. Oh, it suits you, sir. Bloody hell, Gary. This is deep. So Tom and Gary for Mine Exploration. Today we're just going for a bit of a wander up Troughs Mine again, where we were at on the last video. Just doing a bit more exploring around the bottom of the valley. So if I pan round behind me, you can see sort of as I go around, that's looking up the valley and the spoil heaps and things up there that we're going to go and have a look at. If I zoom in on the camera, you should be able to see just up there in front of us. There's a spoil heap at the top there. And we're just going to follow this spec all the way up to it. Absolutely swarmed by midges, just landing. Trying to gain your eyes and everywhere, it's horrible. It's because it's just been raining. Even though it's brilliant sunshine everywhere else, but it's raining up here. So we'll have a wander up here and see what we come to at the top. Again, this is all new to us, we've never been here before, so it's quite exciting really. What will we find? Who knows, might find nothing. Or might find an absolute treasure up there, we don't know. So, getting there now. We're at the top of the spoil heap. Just, oh, there is some water flowing, which is a good sign. I think it's probably coming from there. Look, there is an entrance just there. So this will be another one of the unmarked mines of troughs, because there's so many workings of this place, but a lot of them were just unmarked for some reason. So it'll be interesting to see what we find now. But we're getting absolutely swarmed, midges everywhere. So here it is. In there. So looking up there, looks like we've got a few excuse me. Looking up there, we've got some spectators in the form of cows or something. Possibly there's a mine shop just there. And we'll have a look. Have a look in here. Feels like it's going to go down deep. Yeah, into water. Oh, I don't know. It's okay, so it does go by the looks of it. Pass me back, please. Thank you. So I'm just going to move in and let Gary coming out that horrible. Oh, I don't know now, looking at this. Yeah, so the problem is here, look. You see the mud. Absolutely full of mud. So I can see in front of me, there's a split immediately. Oh, there's a little... well, this is complicated. Look at this. So you see we're coming into a chamber, look. We're only in a couple of yards really. slow going though because of how muddy this is. In fact, I can hardly even move. There we go. And straight away, we've got this strange sort of area in here. So you can see it sort of goes around the corner to the left. Very sort of golden looking on the ceiling. And the main passage would of course gone through to here. And let's see if we can get through that. And it looks like there's almost another way there that's been blocked up. It makes me wonder if they've had trouble with the entrance and it's collapsed or something and they've had to redirect it slightly, or if this was some sort of, you know, storage area or something, I don't know. So if we look in there, I think that's just backfilled. I'd say there's absolutely no passing that, Gary. So you can see we've got water coming out of the deck above. It's just coming in through the walls here. And then if we move further into this collapse, you can see it's a complete and utter fall because all the blockwork and the ceiling, look, is all very badly disturbed. So this could have been a collapsed shaft or something, but I don't know why I don't have a shaft this close to the entrance. Looks like we're going to have to face them midges again now, doesn't it? Still, at least we know it's another one we can sign off. So we've got another couple, I think, down this valley, so we'll have a bit more of a mooch around and see what we can find, and hopefully we're not going to be eaten to death by these horrible midges that have even followed us in here. Awful out there. So this might be interesting. I don't know what this is on the left here, just next to the river. Like a circular. Could this be a shaft? It's like a ring of stones, look. Come back from it a little bit so you can see. It's grown over completely inside. And it's got a hole down there, so I'm not sure if this is actually a shaft, although it seems a very bad place to put it next to the beck. It could be like an old kiln or something, I suppose, because I know occasionally they spilled down here, didn't they? Right next to the beck, like over in Sandyford. Right, so we've come now to another part of the valley. We're just trying to decide which way to go. So it looks like if we follow up this way here, that's just sort of looks like quarries or something like that. So we're going to head off, heading back up the valley again. Of course, across the valley we came from over that side, over there. So we're just going to follow. It looks like there was an old mine track just up there. I'm sure I can see some sort of support under the road or something. And we're just going to move up there and see what we find. So it looks like we might be mistaken. Of course, quite often the farmers will fence off shafts to keep animals and things out. But I think that's actually discharged from the cesspit. Be clean water, obviously. So if we go here, yeah, it is. Oops. So we could see it right from the top of the hill, and we thought, oh, it's a shaft down there. We'll go and have a butcher's. But no such luck. It's cesspit, look. Spin it around. Looks like we've got an older pit here, which is now not used anymore. I feel like I shouldn't be doing this actually. I feel like I'm trespassing now. But you can see there's a discharge pipe just in the bottom coming from this older cesspit. But of course now you've got to have a you can't discharge sewage straight into rivers anymore like you used to be able to. So this is all looking interesting down here. Gary's just having a look at the spoil heap over there, and as you can see there's a number of them, one after the other. We've got the remains of a building or something up here, so go and have a look. See, this is part of the excitement of mine exploring. It's not always just going in the mines all the time, which is good. That's the best part of it, I suppose, but it's trying to find them in the first place, especially ones that are right out of the way. It's sometimes you don't get muddy or wet or anything. It's just nice to be out on the hills looking at stuff and finding things like this. You know, like what was this years ago? Was it a building? Was it some sort of dam? If you pan around, look, you can see there's almost like a line of spoil sort of going up here or broken stone, so it could be quarried, I suppose. But if we look at what Gary's standing on, it's all sort of very fine shale sort of material, black, which you quite often find that near mines and things. And panning around, there's definitely been something down there in the river. We'll go and have a look at it. Mr. Mason, I think you might have found it. So we've just gone past all that bit in the river. We've come to this, another one. So he's just going to have a look. It doesn't look to be a collapse immediately because it's quite a lot of hillside above it. And no obvious sort of dips or anything. So Gary's just seeing if it's going to be a goer.
It's gone, but it's very wet.
Very wet?
Very good.
Okay, put on our gear. See how wet very wet is, eh? Right, so we'll have a look in this one. Don't know how deep this is going to be. It is going to be deep. Very, very deep, I would say. So we're right up to bloody hell, this is low. It does go on. So I'm going to have to try and get this bit brighter. So I don't know whether you can see this on the camera. Bloody hell, Gary. This is deep. In fact, it's too deep, it's getting into my pants. Is it getting shallower? There's all this green stuff. Do you know what? I hope that isn't toilet paper from that cesspit. I hope nobody's using green toilet paper over here. So, yeah, it was deep water, as Gary said. You can see where the level was on the wall there, looks, it does get even deeper. And there's some strange deposits on the walls that I'm not entirely sure what it is. Knowing there's a cesspit down there, I'm slightly worried it's toilet based stuff. It's almost like green mould or something in places. This looks promising, this does. I heard a bit of a clump up above us, a bit of a thumping noise. I know the cows are just outside. So then you look, it's just the cows there outside doing something. Let's shine a big light on and see where we're going. So this looks like it could be exciting. Ah, so there's a nail in the wall here. Where are we? This looks like there's a nail in the wall there, bent over, look. It's not too deep for comfort and too low in the ceiling. Ah. Ooh. Shoe blocker's moving down the wall. Just a minute. See what block this goes. Okay. Yeah, it's a complete collapse, look. What the hell's this? Strange sort of deposits on the wall, all sort of looks a bit like vomit. Yeah, complete and utter collapse to the ceiling. Looks like it's been collapsed for a while as well. Look at it's almost like orca coming down up from up there. I almost hear a strange noise beyond it. This is deep, this. And very low. It's just a nick of time, Gilly. Just as I fell over. Right, brilliant. So that's another no-goer. As you can see, the hill goes right up above us, so we're getting quite deep there. Smells a bit in there. Oh, have a look at the rest of the valley. Right, so it looks like that was a no-goer as well. But it's alright, we've still got plenty more up this valley to look at. So that was troughs number 2. So this is the lower adit. On the last video, which I'll put a link up under this in the description, we explored the upper adit, which amazingly was still open. It went in very far as well. Quite a decent working considering the size of the adit mouth and the lack of spoil leaf outside as well. Whereas these ones are the opposite, we've got plenty outside, but the mine doesn't go anywhere. Quite a nice sight, isn't it? If you like sort of the industrial landscape like this. Pan around and then you can see there's a big tunnel there, obviously going under the road for passing over the beck. It looks like this is possibly running. Yeah, it is. There's another one here. Excellent. Now this one, I'm just walking up the running right in the middle. There's no water here, which suggests this can be backed up to the ceiling. In there, look. Let's get a torch and have a look in. It's what?
There's definitely water in there, but that's a collapse or a wall, like you know the first one we went in. Give it a look.
Yeah, so we both had a good look in this one and went in through the entrance, and it seems, well, it's collapsed, this one, so I doubt I'll be able to pick this up on the camera. I'll go in there, but you'll have to take our word for it on this one. You can see through there, and that's collapsed, and it's collapsed only a few yards in. So if you're walking up here, it looks like this is the collapse here. Yeah, you can see all the soft earth, and there's definitely a depression there. Nice view of the valley though, I'll have to say. Especially if we do this. You really see the sort of day that it is out here. Quite overcast. And then fog's coming down again. Quite high up fog. Or mist. Wind this back up. It's been a bit of a nice day out, I suppose. Something a bit different. Now, what have we got up here then? So it looks like it's the remains of a bit of a wall or something up here. Is it now a building or something? Yeah, it's now a building, isn't it? Maybe a little mine shop. There's a bit of a depression there as well. Maybe head off over there and see what that is. Do you know what? There's a little bridge here. That's behind me. A little bridge here. I'm going to go and look at it. Yeah, it's just a bridge. It's probably built about in the 60s or something. I don't know. But it's a hole in it, so I'm going to go and look at it. It's a nice shape on Gary, isn't it? Lovely, square. Nicely finished on the front as well. I think it's going to suit me still in that. Oh, it suits you, sir. Yeah, so this is just going straight underneath the road. No point putting our lights on, obviously, it's not really long at all. Series of, a bit like weirs, I suppose. That's a lovely ceiling, isn't it? Look at the roof. Nice and flat. Beautiful. I can't do this. It doesn't look like it sees how much water in here. He says that, but there was that year that it washed all the road away. It wasn't that long ago, was it? Was it about 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago, was it? So actually sometimes it does see a fair bit of water. No, there ain't no way that's going to work, is there? That's not going to do it. I know this thing's got stabilisation on it, something really quite fancy, but that ain't going to work. So if you recognise, if you'd watched last week's video, sorry, hopefully you might recognise this valley here. This of course is the bottom end of Troughs. So you can see here, that's what you would have seen probably in the last video. So we've come all the way up the valley, past all the other entrances, and we've come to here, which is, I think it was a dead foggy day last time we did it, so you might not have seen this sort of depth, but you'd have seen that spoil leaf that you can see in the distance. I'll try and put my finger on it. That one there. And about where the sheep is, just above it, there's another entrance just up there as well. It looks like that's all of Troughs. We've done all the upper levels, all the lower levels, so I've got a name now. I found out what they were all called, all the different workings and things, so I can always put the name up on the website or something, so that you know, if you want to do a bit of research or something like that. But you'll probably not find a great deal, because it does say that records weren't kept of this mine, so there might only be, you know, a few small details such as the name of the strings and what have you that were following the veins and things, but of course they go halfway through the valley anyway. So we've come up through what looks like was quite a big mine shop actually. If you're looking around, if you look at the walls and things, it's quite a size. And back to the road where the car is. So another short one from us. Hope you've enjoyed us. Like I say, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and today we found a couple of adits and things which were worth looking at, I suppose. But ultimately they didn't go anywhere, so we've covered Troughs from one end to the other. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. So I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Gone through a nice tunnel, especially when it's filthy like that one. Let's look at that bit. We come out right where the car is. Didn't think we would. Well, I should do. We were only going to be last week, but waiting for us in the ditch where I left it.